All right, I'm heading on over. I've gotten the confirmation that this challenge is about to start. I will throw it over to Paul and Brian, our wonderful hosts.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, line up, please. Line up. All right. We told you this is going to be long. It's going to be difficult. Okay. Welcome to the finale.
Yeah.
The final of Challenge Great Lakes Agents of Chaos. You have crushed it so far. Now, you must take on everything that has come before you and after you. So, Paul.
What you see in front of you might look a little bit familiar. Last year, we put on an incredible game, won an award for it, got a lot of positive feedback. We also got some feedback that we wish the final would have been bigger, wish the final would have been harder. And we took that very personally and literally. So, what you see in front of you is the season 1 final. In order to even get a chance to run your final, you'll have to complete the entire season 1 final.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
All right.
Here's how that will work.
Yep.
Just like last year's challengers,
Remind me.
you will find 5 stations within the front yard and backyard. You will see a station over there where Mira is, a station where Kim is, a station out on the dock, a station back where Brian is,
At the gymnasium.
at the gymnasium,
And one at the Canoodle Pavilion.
and a station at the Canoodle Pavilion. Players will run the entire final course, stopping to complete tasks at each station, collecting and retrieving Titans along the way. This season, our Titans are going to be those Canoodle balls from the Giant Canoodle. You will each have a color assigned. You must ask your station judge for your color, because they don't know what your color is. You will have to remember and ask them.
We will read those at the end of this explanation.
If a player quits a station part of the way through to attempt another station, that player must start that station from the beginning when they return. Players may not physically impede the progress of another player in any way. If a player has not completed a station by the end of 30 minutes, they will be given their Titan and told to continue. When you receive a Titan, you will bring it back here to the steps and arrange it on the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We know they may roll. That's fine. We need to see 5 here before you can be done with that.
Once a player collects all 5 Titans, they may move on to the next stage. Part 2. Players players must completely finish their eating challenge before they can continue on to the last section of the final. Players may vomit without being disqualified, but they must have swallowed the food first. Otherwise, they must eat back what they have spit up. To be very clear, if it is in your mouth and it comes out before you have swallowed it, it must be eaten. If it has been swallowed and vomited, you may continue. Once a player completely finishes their food and shows an open mouth, they may continue to the last section of the final. Part 3. To complete this section of the final, players must collect all stages of the final in order to collect their mixtapes. Players must complete each station as it is written before they can collect the mixtape. If a player quits a station part of the way through to attempt another station, the player must start that station from the beginning when they return. Players may not physically impede the progress of another player in any way. Once a player completes a station, they must return their mixtape to the gymnasium before they can complete another station. Once a player collects all of their Titans, then their food, then collects all of their mixtapes and returns them to the gymnasium, that's where we have the trophy and medal, correct?
Correct.
They will then be the champion of the Challenge Great Lakes Agents of Chaos. We have one other piece of business to take care of.
Oh boy.
Yep. At the food station, there are 6 plates of food. 3 for the 3 people competing in the female gendered eliminations, and 3 for the 3 people competing in the male gendered eliminations. The last person from a male gendered elimination station to place a Titan here on the stairs will not get a plate of food and will be eliminated from the final right here on the porch. Any other questions?
Oh, we've given them the instructions. They know what to do. We've given them their colors.
Challengers. Yeah. This has been quite a journey for all of us. We call this season Agents of Chaos, and in the Ancients, chaos meant a void. There was nothing. Much like this game was nothing until the 20 of you came to fill it. The antidote to chaos is order. And the only people who can bring order are the 7 of you. Play smart, play strategic, play hard, never, ever stop. 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go! All right, so our challengers are off. I'm going to head over to this station so we can get an idea of what some of these challenges are. Again, they're basically doing a rerun of season 1's final, plus an eating challenge, plus another relay of sorts. So this first one is log carry. It looks like, let's see, can I have Kim explain the rules of this one?
Absolutely. We have a pile of red, yellow, and blue logs right here. The players have all been tasked with recreating a colored puzzle using 4 blue, 6 yellow, and 5 red logs. They need to carry the logs one at a time from this pile to the other side of that field and recreate their patterns. If they get it right, I will give them their titan.
Thank you, Kim. All right, so we've got Nate and Jacob running this. Again, they're bringing one log at a time, and they're staying pretty neck and neck. I would say that both of them have about 4 logs. Looks like Ciara is coming back with her first Titan ball. And we'll check out her station in just a moment. Ciara bringing back the first ball of this final challenge. Looks like now she's going to be heading over to the raft. She's not even bothering taking off her socks. She's going right in. She'll be joining Asmara at the raft, where she will be completing a Ken puzzle. Now, if you remember from the first season, this one tripped up most of our finalists, except for Sean. Sean was the only one to successfully complete the Ken, and he was the winner of that season. As well as Sarah Gallagher was our winner for the female gendered group. She did not complete it, but each puzzle had a timer. So if you did not complete the puzzle in that time, you were allowed to leave that station. Hopefully this Ken won't trip up people as much as it did last season. So I've got eyes on 4 of our competitors right now. Nate and Jacob are still working on the log challenge. We've got Ciara and Asmara over on the raft. I see Owen running back. Looks like he completed Mira's station. Let's head over there and have a look. I'm gonna run right through here. All right, no one's over here at Mira Station, but I think we got some people it's up to track down. I'm gonna have Mira explain her station because Ciara had completed it. Did Owen also complete it? Owen and Ciara have completed this station.
This 7 is, I think it's the Dirty Dig Dirty from the Titans. Last season we played with Titans about this big. They had to dig for them out back there. I know that tripped up 1 or 2 of our competitors who couldn't find one. There are 7 of them in these totes, and they need to dig through with their hands and find them. They cannot dump it out. There's 3 in one and 4 in the other. And I will not tell them when 4 has been found in one or 3 has been found in the other. It's up to them to figure out.
Okay. Thank you, Mira.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over and check in on our log puzzle again. Looks like Owen has joined Jacob and Nate. Let's have a look again. Jacob and Nate have been exerting a lot of energy running back and forth, but it looks like both of them now have.
Yeah, blue, yellow, yellow across.
Almost have to wonder if they're working together, helping each other out.
And then a red here. Check. Blue, yellow, blue, yellow, red, blue, you.
Yes, what color?
Look, you Check.
Yes, what color?
Red.
Nate and Jacob have their first balls. Let's see what they're heading to next. Owen's still working on that. Jacob looks like he's going to Mira's station, as is Jordan and Nate. Looks like Ciara and Asmara still working on the station on the raft. Might have swallowed a bug. Hopefully I didn't. Again, this Ken tripped up a lot. All but one of our contestants last year. Let's see, I don't see anyone at that station except my fiance and her sister, Brian. It looks like Jameson has come back, as well as Jacob from Mira Station. Nate coming back from Mira Station. Jameson now working on the log puzzle. Let's check in, see where Jacob is off to. Jacob and Nate looks like they're heading to the Canoodle Cathedral. As a reminder for everyone to stay hydrated. All right, we are here at the Canoodle Pavilion. This one's called Blind Build.
I will double check. Okay, go. Use her night 3.
Blind Build. When blindfolded, you must set chain of locks alternating the
Wait, am I
direction.
doing it wrong?
Yes.
Wait. Can I take it off?
These are correct.
Oh my god.
Let's have a look. Let's see.
Check.
Correct.
Red. The
Check,
gymnasium.
check.
Okay.
Check my pink. Correct. Okay, sorry.
Nate and Jacob coming back from the Blind Build. Now, as you saw, that is a blindfolded Jenga build. They have to build a tower of 3 levels with Jenga blocks alternating. Let's head on over to the gymnasium and get an idea for what this station is. Once again, if you're just joining us, we are in the midst of the first leg of the final challenge of the Challenge Great Lakes Season 2, Agents of Chaos. That's okay. I'm good. Nate and Jacob heading over. Perfect timing. I promise I'm not playing favorites. But let's get an idea for what this station is, because I've been to all the other ones.
This is
You each have one. You each have a different board.
Cole Russell. Winner was Jamie.
Jamie against Anthony. The girls, the winner was
Jingle Joust winner was yeah, what's his name?
loser was Sean.
Jameson. Sean. And then winner Danielle. And
I'm going to leave them where they are and let them concentrate. But as you've got an idea, same as last season, they basically had to write down what the winner of each challenge was. So it's become very clear, I'll say, as Owen heading to the gymnasium challenge, we're going to get a check on the steps and see where everyone is at. But one thing I didn't want to say too loudly was that just based on the gymnasium challenge, it is pretty evident that both Nate and Jacob are working together to get to the final leg of this challenge. They're helping each other out. They're giving each other answers. They're not doing any of the heavy lifting for each other. That is not allowed. However, they are helping out with the puzzles. So we're almost to the back porch again. We're going to double check and see who has went back. Just a reminder for everyone to stay hydrated, please. In this game, water is life. All right, let's have a look. Maybe our host Paul can tell us what the score is right now.
3 to 3 to 3 to 3, 3 to 3 to 3 to 3 to 3 to 1 to 0.
Who has 1? Who has 0?
That pink one belongs to
Ciara.
Ciara,
And
the
then
zero is Asmara. So they're both
Asmara.
on the dot.
Okay.
Once again, we're gonna leave it a challenge.
Is there a time limit this time
30
around?
minute time limit.
30-minute
and
time
there
limit.
is an extra rules assigned there.
Nice.
Yes.
Not very helpful though, so far.
Maybe next year there'll be 3 rules signed.
Maybe. All right, let's have another look over at this Ken station. Maybe I can get my camera to. All right, it's a little bright, but anyway, we've still got Ciara and Asmara over on the Ken station. Their times have started, so once the half hour is up, they will be allowed to leave. Even if they don't get the correct answer, they will be allowed to leave with their Titan ball. But it is a very long time. It is a half an hour. If you are staying there, I prefer you didn't dive, but okay. All right, Jacob just dove right in. I'm not a producer. I don't make the rules, so that wasn't specified. We got Jameson heading in, taking his shoes off. Unlike, I don't think Jacob took his shoes off. Jameson even took time to take his socks off. Both are Jameson now jumping in. Ciara coming back. Nate jumping in. Looks like Asmara. I don't see a ball in either of their hands. Ball's on the shore. Okay. Ciara is coming back with her second Titan. So already we have more contestants this season who have successfully completed the Ken than last season. Asmara coming back with her first Titan. Sean, tell us about that puzzle, because you were the only one last season who successfully completed it within the time limit.
Well, everybody here should have seen a Ken by now. They had to do it on the mini final, so it's 1 through 4 in each line. Follow the other instructions. If they don't know them at this point, they should have paid attention to playing the game. But it is not easy to be out on the dock solving a puzzle. The whiteboard is wet. You can't figure that stuff out, but the ladies finished it off. So that's 2 more Ken completed in season 1. So I'm proud of folks. It means that we learned.
Thank you, Sean. All right, so let's have a look over here. We got Jameson, Jacob, and Nate working on the Ken currently. The only contestant not to have completed Mirror Station, I believe, is Asmara. Currently, she is working on the log puzzle with Jordan. Most of the contestants have completed this or are currently working on it. Looks like we just have one player who has not visited this station yet. Jordan has to be close to completing the log run. Oops. All right, hopefully that's a little bit easier for everyone to see. Again, this is a puzzle. They need to bring the logs back one at a time. Each log has a color spray painted on it. They need to arrange it in a specific order that is listed on the sign in the yard over there. Looks like Jordan has been assembling her logs. As she runs back and forth, she's been assembling the puzzle, it looks like, rather than just dropping them off and assembling them at the end. Looks like her strategy is to complete the puzzle as she runs back and forth. Looks like Asmara has a different strategy, which is to assemble the puzzle all at the end, although we'll see where she places this one. Okay, she is following Jordan's strategy. Okay, 2 logs left for Jordan. We'll stay with her over here, see if she's completed it correctly. Looks like Jacob is coming back from the Ken puzzle. He is placing his, what I believe is his 4th Titan.
Light blue is my color.
Jordan completes the log puzzle. Jacob in the background is heading off to the eating station. Let's go check in with Jacob. Apparently, my count was fairly off because it looks like Jacob may be the first of our contestants to have completed phase 1 of this final. We have Nate also joining Jacob over here at the eating station. I will give a warning. There may be some spit up.
Nope, pick any plate and clear it.
I'm going to stay behind here to avoid any splash. We also have Jameson coming over. I believe this means Jameson coming back with some water to complete. They have to finish a cube of tofu. All right, I'm being called over here. I will rejoin our contestants in just a moment.
Owen? Yeah. Congratulations on completing the season 1 final. You did what 5 before you couldn't do and complete every single station. I'm sorry to tell you, however, you have been eliminated from the final. Dom's gonna be here if you have anything to say. We appreciate you being here. You know how much I love you. We'll take care of all that later, but just know how accomplished you should feel right now with yourself and how incredible you have been. Thank you all.
One hell of a run.
All right, so most of our players have finished each of the stations. It's like Asmara and Ciara still have stations to complete. Some of our contestants have now finished the eating challenge. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
my
can get
boy.
Gymnasium, where the elimination zone.
Mary.
Elimination zone. Back corner, back left corner.
All right, so thank you for sticking around. There's that took me a second, but what you just saw was Owen was unfortunately the last of the male gendered contestants to complete all the stations. He unfortunately did not make it to the eating station. All right, we're gonna hop in the golf cart and we're gonna head over to what is phase 3 of this final, where Jacob, Nate, I believe it is just Jacob and Nate currently completing phase 3. Oh, I see. All right, we're heading over to the paintball course. So again, not playing favorites, but sticking with our contestants that are in the lead right now so you can get a feel for what this challenge is like. Again, check out this distance that we've just crossed. They've been running this entire time. All right, let's flip this around. We've got Nate and Jacob on their hands and knees crawling. They are the first two to make it to phase 3 of this challenge, or what our producers might be calling phase 2. Crawl. Let's see. Match playing cards on opposite sides of the course. Memorize one card, army crawl to the other side, have a chance to find the match. If you're correct, you leave the card face up and repeat the process. There, back and forth, over and over and over again. Let me give you an idea of what they're working on. This is a reminder for everyone to stay hydrated. This is grueling, and we have the fans to thank. So we got feedback. We want it bigger. We want it better. We want it harder. So this is just one of 6 stations. 6 stations in this final leg of the challenge. I'll flip it around for you. I'm back on Nate and Jacob so you can watch their progress. A reminder, if you're just joining us, Owen was eliminated. He was the last of the male gendered group to finish the first 5 stations. After those 5 stations, Jacob, Nate, and Jameson moved on to an eating challenge. I don't see Jameson anywhere. Sure.
You're trying to match that end with this end.
So once again, it seems like Nate and Jacob have been working together on this challenge, helping each other with puzzles such as the Ken. But still, the physical exertion is something you can only do on your own. You have to find the energy and the willpower to keep digging through these stations.
Doing great.
Looks like Ciara. I'm gonna take a break from the male gendered group for a moment. We'll head over. Juniper, has everyone finished this station? Okay, just waiting on one left for
Blind Jenga.
yes, blind Jenga. There we go. Who are we waiting on for this one?
Esmara.
Esmara.
Over there.
Gotcha. All right, so we've got Esmara. I actually see Jameson over at another station in this final leg. So while we wait on some of the female gendered groups, let's go over here and check on Jameson. As you can see, the sun is out. Well, maybe you can't see. The sun is out, but it looks like we're getting some cloud cover soon, which should hopefully give our challengers some reprieve from the heat of the sun that's been beating down this entire challenge. Thankfully, no rain. Knock on wood. Looks like we've got Ciara heading over to what could potentially be her last station for the first leg. I'm going to check in with our host Paul once he's finished over here and see what this station is all about. We've got some logs. Now again, Nate and Jacob have been working on the crawl. This is the solve.
Yes, indeed. If you give me 1 second, we'll talk a little bit about what a pie cross puzzle is. One of my favorite puzzles to do. It's a little more popular in Japan than it is here. For our final, what they have to do is the grid is indicative of spaces that are either filled or empty.
Okay.
So if it's a 2-2, that means there's 2 filled spaces, some number of blanks, then 2 filled spaces. In a 5x5, that means 2 filled spaces, blank, fill. Nice and easy. Now you look at this last column, there's a 1, it could be anywhere here. So you have to use process of elimination and the other numbers, figure out where they go.
Now, it seems easy enough. They just write it on paper.
No, unfortunately, we're not allowing them to do that. Unfortunately, they're going to have to take the logs and recreate the grid out here in the grass. So
See.
not quite as easy as you might hope. Not quite as easy as what I do when I'm bored at work.
Thank you, Paul. We'll check back in when some of the other competitors are over here.
Excellent.
I
Enjoy.
think for now we're going to head over to maybe the gymnasium to see if any cassettes have been brought back.
I think I know.
All right, so first they had to bring back some Titan balls, and then they had to complete the eating challenge. Looks like we have Ciara and Asmara finishing their potentially final one. And then we've got some. What do we have over here?
First thing they had to do is they had to do the tell us the eliminations, all of the winners and losers in the battle back. The first final part. Second final part is in every room in the house. We named the room, had a picture and a note from the season 1 player. They have to match the room names to the players and the notes, or the pictures and the notes they provided.
Okay.
Second half.
And this is where the challenge will finish, right?
Yes. And so right here, all of them have different spots for their cassette tapes.
Okay.
They must bring me 6.
Okay, so only Jameson has brought back a cassette tape, which is very difficult to see on the stream. But let me see if I can hold it up for you so that you can get a sort of a idea. So we've all got these cassette tapes. Why cassette tapes?
80s.
80s? 80s mixtapes. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, Brienne.
Thank you.
I think we're gonna head back over to let's head over to the eating station. Ugh. We're gonna head over to the eating station and see if our female gendered group has gotten there yet. Reminder, none of them will be eliminated after the first portion because they had the correct amount of contestants after the battle back last night. So that battle back basically led to the elimination of one of our contestants. All right, I'm getting out here. All right, so nobody here at the station yet.
Oh, 4 finished.
4 finished, so we're waiting on Ciara and Asmara, correct?
To eat the feast food I prepared for them.
Yes, we
Jordan is back today.
checked in a little bit earlier when we saw Jacob, Nate, and Jameson eating this food. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna give you an idea of what they're eating just in case we miss it. Let's see. So we've got a hunk of tofu. We've got about a quarter of a red onion. We've got half a jalapeno, and we've got some crickets. So that is what our finalists are tasked with eating before they make it to the final leg. Again, the only player from the female gendered group to complete the eating portion of this challenge has been Jordan. So from what I can tell, Jordan has quite a lead over the others, Ciara and Asmara, but we don't know how they're going to fare in this final leg. Because remember, this is the entire season 1 final, plus an eating challenge, plus 6 more stations. This is not for the faint of heart. We told you this was going to be bigger. This is going to be bigger. This is going to be better. This is going to be harder. This is probably not as hot, but you know, we're fired up anyway. All right, let's come over here, back to the crawl, and see who's over here. Now remember, to stay hydrated, everyone, and to make sure that our contestants are staying hydrated, we have paired each of them with an eliminated player who is making sure that they're staying well hydrated throughout this competition. I see Nate has not finished, although his partner in crime throughout this entire challenge has been Jacob. This is the first time in this challenge that we have not seen Nate and Jacob pretty much right next to each other. Peter, did Jacob finish or did he decide to move on? He finished. All right. We'll stay here with Nate because it looks like he's finishing up soon. This crawl.
Jacob did share the cake. I don't know if that means anything, but the middle one was busted up.
All right, Nate is off and running. He has his first cassette tape. I'm not going to keep pace with him, but I will follow him to see where he is going next so we can get a feel for all of these challenges. Looks like, once again, Jacob is alerting Nate to where he is heading. I see who I believe is Asmara heading back, finishing her final leg before she moves on to the eating challenge. Nate coming back with his first cassette tape. That is where it will all end. Once they have all of the cassette tapes that they need, he'll be crowned champion. So, how far back is it?
Oh, wait.
Okay, I'm gonna stay out here.
Take this with me? No.
Sorry, that was a question for me. Jameson, no shirt, no shoes, no problem. He is coming back with another cassette tape.
Number 2, baby.
Number 2. I believe that keeps him in the lead for this final challenge. Jacob's on to Jameson. Jameson's staying hydrated. Looks like Nate has completed the pie cross and is heading off. Nate has not finished the pie cross. Is heading off to whatever's down there.
Whatever's down there.
What's
who
down
knows?
there?
There's a log toss station down there. We have to take a log, toss it, go to where the log is, pick it up, toss it until you're at the end of a course. Looks like Jacob's maybe coming back with that one himself.
Okay.
And then everything else as they head down the driveway will keep going. There's 2 stations on the way back, 1 down and around the corner.
Jacob coming back with
Touch the knees.
catch the knees. Jacob clearly putting in work because he is bleeding out the knees. Not slowing him down though. Let's have a look at the current score for the male gendered group. We've got Jameson with the run and solve cassettes. We've got Nate with the crawl. And we've got Jacob with the toss and crawl. So currently, Jameson and Jacob are tied up. Nate has 1. There are 6 stations in this leg. Six stations.
6 stations plus the eating challenge plus the first 5, so 12 in total for this final.
Gotcha. All right. So we have more than doubled what we had.
Jordan. Crushing it.
Right over here. Jordan coming back with the first cassette tape for the female gendered group. Should have figured out. All right. Oop, I guess yep, there we go. All right. So Jordan has brought back the run. She is staying hydrated. She is well ahead in this competition. Nate coming back with his 3rd, stealing first place away from Jameson. Oh, no, tying it up. All of the male gendered contestants are tied at 2 cassette tapes. Nate getting ready again once more to attempt the pie cross. Maybe not, heading back. Once again, Jameson coming back. Jameson taking the lead back with his 3rd cassette tape. Let's have a look at this one. Jameson has run, toss, solve. Nate has crawl, toss, as does Jacob. So as they stayed together throughout the first portion of this competition, they are still tied. Jameson, who was doing his own thing, now has 3 cassette tapes, working on the 4th, which is crawl. Jacob and Nate were working on crawl for a very long time. So this could have a huge impact on the results of the male gendered group. Again, we have Jameson with 3 cassette tapes, and then Nate and Jacob with 2, both the crawl and the toss. And we have Jordan, who has 1 cassette tape with toss. We're going to stay out here because I am not equipped to go back to some of the other stations, and I don't want to run anyone over with the golf cart. That would not be good. That is not part of it. So I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to walk slowly over to, actually, I've got my fiance Alyssa coming with the golf cart. Then I'm going to have her drive me that way. We're going to head over to crawl and see how Jameson is faring with the crawl. Again, very difficult task for Nate and Jacob. Jacob coming back empty-handed. All right, Jameson, who took off his shirt and shoes long ago, is now doing the crawl challenge. All right, you know what? I see Jacob running to another station, so I think we're gonna leave Jameson for now, as this took Nate and Jacob quite a bit of time. We're gonna head over to this area of the Keno Lodge, which I've actually never been down, but as we can see, Jacob is now running down there. Let's have a look at what that station has in store for our competitors. Wow, that's a long way. Okay, holy moly. All right, you know what? All right, so I don't even see the station. That is how far they are running. And once again, I am unfortunately not equipped to make that run, either physically or I also don't have bug spray. But anyway, let's bring it back to me for a second, and we'll talk about just how big. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking. Have a look at Asmara, who is now on this leg, all the way. Asmara heading down to that one. I'm not. But as you can see, this challenge has expanded greatly from the first season. We have not only doubled the amount of stations, but we have probably at least doubled the amount that they have to run. Now, I will give you guys a little inside scoop. Maybe not an inside scoop if you're a fan of Jameson. He's a long distance runner. So during that challenge where they were racing with the logs, sprinting, he had mentioned to me, wasn't exactly something he was used to. Long distance running, however, is. So we will see how he fares as we continue to get closer to the end of this challenge. If his long distance experience will keep him ahead, if Nate and or Jacob will get gassed by the end of it. Let's head on over to the gymnasium if we can. See if we can get a score update, if there's been any updates to that. Yeah. All right, let's see if there's been a score update.
Yeah, it's still 3-2 for the guys and 1-0 for the ladies. So
Now, I was just over past the paintball court,
sure.
and they got a long driveway to run. Have we confirmed how long it is? I mean,
I have
just
not yet.
just by the sight of it, it looked, from what I could see, was probably a quarter mile long.
I will tell you, it was long on the golf cart, and I was just riding. Running is gonna be crazy, crazy.
All right.
But I will say, you look here, Jordan may only have one mixtape, but it is the long run and the math run, which is the longest running portion that we've ever done. So that could be a huge advantage. Jameson also has that one. So we shall see.
All right, thank you, Paul. We are going to head over to the eating challenge and check in on Ciara. I'm getting word that Ciara is over at the eating challenge tent. I'm going to have Alyssa drop me as close to it as she's comfortable with, because I'm getting word that Ciara is not having a good time with the eating challenge. Again, Asmara has completed the eating challenge, as has Jordan. Ciara is the only of the female gendered group to not have completed the eating challenge yet. But we are going to check in with her. She's currently crouched by the side of the tent. I'll flip it around. Okay.
Hello.
If you'd like, you can tell us what's going on. If not, I can leave you be.
Oh no, you're fine. I just ran a lot and after 2 patients today and all that running, I'm really tired. My stomach is not letting me choke this down. I'm almost vomited right up. So I'm trying to kind of get my head right and maybe try it again, but I also might just hang out on this and keep going.
Okay.
But
All right. Yeah. Best of luck. Take your time. You never know if you're in it or not. But keep.
I'm trying.
All right. So as you heard from Ciara, she's struggling a bit with the eating portion of the challenge. However, it does have a time limit. So contestants do have the choice to take the time out, which is, to my knowledge, half an hour for each of the stations. So if they are unable to solve a puzzle, if they are unable to complete the eating challenge, they are able to take that half an hour, wait, and then technically complete it. Let's head over. I see Asmara at the pie cross puzzle. We haven't seen any contestants there yet. I believe Jameson has been the only one to finish it. So let's have a look and see how she does with it. Thank you. Getting word that Jameson has finished crawl. Once again, no shirt, no shoes for almost this entire challenge.
Got it, Jameson. Keep going. Keep hustling. That crawl.
All right, so let's have a look at this score. We've got Jameson with 4 cassettes. Oh, let me just flip that for you. So Jameson has completed run, crawl, toss, and solve. Nate has completed run, crawl, toss. Jacob has completed toss, crawl. So currently, Jameson in the lead with 4 cassettes, just needs 2 left. Nate has 3. Jacob has 2. On the female gendered group, we have Jordan, who has completed run, and Asmara, who has completed toss. Ciara still working on that food challenge to get into this last leg of the competition. Let's head back over to Asmara. Looks like she is figuring out how to place these logs. Meanwhile, we have Jacob and Jordan both coming back with a cassette tape. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. It means a lot that you are sharing this day with us. Reminder to stay hydrated, everyone.
Let's go, Jacob.
Jacob doing that nicely. Jordan coming back with her second cassette. Now the score is Jacob with 3, Nate with 3, Jameson with 4. We have Jordan and Jacob returning into the woods. We have Asmara figuring out this pie cross. Don't want to break her concentration. So I'm going to stay back here. All right, looks like Asmara is getting ready to place her logs for the pie cross station. Another element that is coming into play, I think, for some of our players. Maybe not. Maybe they're not even noticing it, but I sure am. The bugs are out. So they were all. They did all put on bug spray. They did all put on sunscreen. They're staying hydrated. But they're doing a lot. They're running through the woods. They're crawling on the ground. And the bugs are certainly feasting tonight.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. Where should we go? Who's throwing up? Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. We can check in with Ciara, see if she's made any more progress on the eating challenge. Now remember, there's a lot of adrenaline going within these players, so any sort of slowdown can bring up some contents. All right, let's check in with Ciara. It looks like we may have come to a decision on what she's choosing to do.
I've not been able to eat anymore,
Okay,
but
so
I still have 16 minutes left.
Okay.
So I may be able to choke down a little bit.
all right.
I keep trying and then gagging. So yeah. Maybe wait it out.
Okay, that's okay too. That's part of the game.
Mhm.
We had a lot of players unable to solve the Ken puzzle last season, who timed out and who were still in the competition at the end of it. So,
Precisely.
all right, let's head on back. We're gonna head over. I wonder if Alyssa would want to drive down the driveway and see if we can get a idea of what the station is down there.
We can't. I'm just gonna wait for them to back up.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna have a look at one of the other stations. We're gonna have a look at one of the other stations that's very, very far down. As I said, I don't have the physicality to be running. Yes. Go down that way. All right, so let me show you how far these contestants have been running. So basically, they start. Here's where the crawl is. If we can squeeze past here, we're gonna head down to this station.
It is farther than last year.
It's a lot farther and it's very bumpy, so they have to watch their step. I can't imagine what Jameson went through in his bare feet to get to this station. Again, the bugs are out. I know you probably can't see them on stream, but so we've got some twists and turns here. We've got big bump, speed bump, just like we've got a little bit of mud. Hopefully there's a turnaround. This station is, it's like run. Again, this is not easy for anyone. Maybe not even for Jameson, who said he is a long distance runner. I wonder if he was on the cross country team. Let's see who we've got coming in. We've got Jacob and Jameson going right past us. Again, Jameson in bare feet, no shirt. This is a long, long, long ways. This is much further than I had anticipated. Here we have, again, you can see the magnitude of the space that we have here at the Keno Lodge. Let's have a look at what Nate is doing. All right, we are on sync. All right, so Nate has just completed sync. You must land one ball in each of the 6 buckets to receive your cassette tape. How have people been doing out here?
All of the male players have completed. Jordan is the only female player who has completed this. I have not seen Ciara or Asmara yet.
Okay. Do we know how far this is or no?
Do we know?
Not a clue. All right, we'll figure that out.
A few circles around.
Yeah, yeah.
There's 2 stations that bring them up.
Okay.
So we have sync, but the first time that they came out, they were doing run. Run is a number puzzle where you start about halfway down the trail, run out, doing a mathematical problem as you're coming out, not PEMDAS, just straight up mathematical in order. They had to do a big loop of this. We're calling this Lollipop 2 because this is a smaller version of the Lollipop that they kind of ran for that opening mini final. Once they completed it, their last number was here. They provided a number, they get their cassette.
And if they don't get the equation
If they
right?
didn't get it, they had to either go back to the start or they had to at least do another lap of the circle here before they could provide another answer.
Okay.
Nobody had to do that.
All right. Thank you both.
Thank you.
All right, we are gonna head back. I'll keep the camera front facing, so again, you can see the magnitude of not just this part of the trail, but we'll see how much distance Nate has made since he left us here just about 45 seconds ago. Very thankful to my driver and soon-to-be wife in November, Alyssa, who's been driving me around so that I don't have to make as many runs as our contestants do. Love you too. Again, this is a bumpy trail. This is for. It looks like it. We have yet to see Nate on this trail. Cognizant of these bends. Again, you can see one of these signs coming up. That's where the run part starts. That is separate from sync. So I think what we're gonna do after we get back, we can actually head right to the gymnasium. So we'll see if Nate is headed to the right. Here, there's a slight fork in the road. Again, the sun is going down behind some clouds, giving our contestants some reprieve. But Nate is not in sight, so he has really been sprinting to get this ball back to the gymnasium. We also have another station here that we can stop and have a look at. We've got the log toss. So what they have to do is they have to start from this sign to where Ben is and throw the log as far as they can and then go to where it landed and continue to throw it. They may not carry the log. And once they get to the end, they receive their tape and they can head back to the gymnasium, which is where we're going to head off to right now. Once again, bigger, better, crunchier. I am in awe of these contestants. This we've got some mud here. Hopefully we don't get stuck. I think We might need to floor it through here. All right, perfect. All right, low bridge.
Sorry, babe.
It's okay. We've got Asmara still working on the pie cross puzzle. We're gonna head to the gymnasium and check the scores because again, we did not see Nate unless he took a different way. Let's head over. Thank you. All right, let's have a look at these scores over here. You can see we've got another camera set up so that you can see them at all times. We've got Jordan with 3, Asmara with 1. We have got Jameson, who looks to be on his last cassette. We've got Nate with 4 cassettes, Jacob with 4. Once again, Jameson looks to be working on his last cassette. Have a look at this one. This one is right. Fill in the blanks, assigning the correct photo and note writer to each room. When correct, you will receive your cassette tape. Brian, can you quickly explain this one to us?
Every room there is has a line from a previous season. We also put a letter written for each cast member of season 1, and we put a photo from season 1. So we didn't title the photos. They'll if they write a description of what the photo is and it matches what I know it to be, I will call it accurate. That's why we'll direct it to the station.
Do we have a time right now for how long they've been at it?
They're at a. I didn't start, so they're at about.
We can take 3 runs each. Remember, we can take 3 runs each, and then we'll beat them on. We have to beat them.
Brian, tell us what that was all about.
The rules did not specify that they couldn't go check the rooms to see what we had in there. So Jameson is about a room ahead of them. What they decided to do is divide and conquer, take 3 rooms each, and they're going to try to do it that way. So I have a list right here of what was in every room and who wrote every letter, and from there we will see.
I can turn this off. All right. Hopefully that solves the overlapping audio. All right. So once again, let's have a look at these cassette tapes. Jameson on the last one.
544. No, because they haven't gone to another station. It's like if
Okay, so from what I can tell, as we already know, Jameson is on the last cassette tape, which is right. If Jameson solves this before Nate and Jacob solve both this one and solve, which is the pie cross right over there,
this whole thing is
then Nate will be the winner for the male gendered group of the Challenge Great Lakes Season 2 Agents of Chaos. But Nate and Jacob have been working together this entire final challenge. Ciara has elected to wait the half hour. May decide to take another nibble or two.
But it could, so it has not timed out yet.
Right. All right, over here, let's get an update we've got Jameson coming back. And real quickly, I'm going to give you an update on the female gendered contestants. We've got Jordan with 3, Asmara with 2, Ciara still waiting at the food challenge. We've got.
What is it? What's in the picture? Just tell me what's in the picture. I will tell you if you're right or not.
I will say a butterfly just landed on Nate's section of the table. We'll see if that is a good sign or if Jameson is going to be completing this. We're going to stay right here with the male gendered contestants.
Sorry. Please do not remove the pictures, letters, or plaques from the room.
Oh, he did it first. This is already gone.
You guys are removing plaques from the room doors?
I went.
They were gone.
I went down and they were gone.
Okay, Jameson going back to the house to check on some photos. Jacob and Nate once again working together. They are not out of it yet. This could come down to the pie cross puzzle.
Check.
I believe I heard Nate first. Nate first. Nate first.
What do you mean by this?
You can fill out the ruins.
Oh shit.
It's Alan Gibbles. What do you mean by this one?
Okay, I know what you mean by that.
Like that group. that-
I know what
that
you mean by
challenge.
that. Yep.
Check.
Oh, so that's you in the picture. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yes. All right. Correct.
Perfect.
Correct.
Okay. Once again, the male gendered contestants are tied up at 5. Jameson is headed back to the house. We have Nate and Jacob heading to their last one. It is the pie cross puzzle. If they are able to solve this and head back, they will become the winner of the male gendered group of the Challenge Great Lakes Season 2. Thankfully, both stations are right next to each other, so I will be bringing you the winner of this group live in what could be just a few moments. We have Jameson, Jacob, Nate, all tied up with 5. Just have one station left to do. Nate and Jacob working on the pie cross. We have Jameson working on the right section of the final legs. Jacob and Nate were able to complete theirs and destroyed the evidence, ensuring that Jameson does not copy any of their answers. I will say that Nate and Jacob have been working together on almost this entire challenge. We've got Jameson running back. We're going to check over here, see if they have the correct response to this right puzzle. As Nate and Jacob figure out the pie cross. Jameson running back once more. Nate and Jacob working diligently, but this will come down to who reaches the finish line first. If both of them are working together on this, what do you think the plan is? If they're working on this puzzle together, it's going to be a foot race to the end? No, they're tied up. We're tied at 5-5-5. Ciara has now completed the eating part, probably timed out. Jameson sprinting back.
I don't know if she is, but
Incorrect.
Take your time. Concentrate. You're good.
All right. Ciara is now on the final phase of this final challenge. She is not out of it yet. Asmara has 3 of the 6 cassette tapes. Oh, I'm sorry. Jordan has 3 of the 6 cassette tapes. Asmara has 1 of the 6. Ciara also working on her first one. Jameson's still working on this puzzle. We'll leave him to concentrate for a moment. I'll try and it looks like Jacob and Nate are making progress on the pie cross, where Jameson has run back to the house yet again. I need to drive back some of these signs that they were taking off. Might need to drive back some of these signs that were taken off. Let me check. All right, so let me bring you back over here. Again, this is the gymnasium is the finish line. Brian, what are we?
What is the question?
They're just wondering about the signs for each of the rooms.
So the room, what about them? Like,
Oh, never mind. I think they got it covered. Never mind.
okay.
Never mind. Let's head on over to Nate and Jacob once more. I won't get too close because I know I can't beat them in a foot race, even after a, let's see, even after a 2-hour challenge or so. I'd put my money on one of them. So they're still working on it. Jordan coming back with the cassette tape. Jordan coming back with her 4th cassette tape. 6 total. Jameson coming back. If Jameson gets this correct, this could be it.
correct. Nicely done. Is that it for you? Yeah. Congratulations.
Jameson has won for the male gender contestant of the challenge Great Lakes Agents of Chaos.
Let's go. Oh, I need a drink of water. Mas, congratulations. Mas, congratulations. You're amazing. You're fucking amazing. You did it. You fucking did it. Thank you. You did it. Oh, I'm so sweaty. Right. I get second.
Jacob is in 2nd place.
How long did you beat me?
Probably 45
I ran the
seconds.
fucking wrong way. I ran all the way over here instead of down there. I noticed that when I was at the crawl. It's all right. Sounds good. Oh my gosh. That was really intense. I feel a little speechless at the moment. I was hoping that was that's my strength. It was. I beat Jacob by what, like 30 seconds. So that was a hell of a competition. Nate, Owen, that was an epic battle. Oh, I'm really grateful.
I have a solution for that.
Take a moment to catch your breath. You've earned it.
Oh, thank you.
Is this your first LRG win?
This is my first LRG win.
Congratulations. You were bare feet for almost the entire final.
Yeah, I thought that having wet shoes would not be super fun, and I had tough bottom my feet, so I was like, why not take them off and swim right in? But I did step on something that blew up in my toe, but other than that, blister. No major injuries.
Do you frequently run without shoes, especially cross country?
No, not in a while. One time I ran on pavement just to try to toughen my feet up.
Okay.
But no, not intentionally. But I made the decision to take off my shoes for the pond, and then I had to roll with it.
Okay.
Oh, Jacob, dude.
Man, hey, congrats, buddy.
Good talk.
I said I would mollywop you in a final.
Well, one more minute. You said a mollywop.
Jacob, you came in second by just about 30 seconds, but you were really hoofing it throughout the entire competition. You completed it. How does that feel?
I mean, I came here and I said I'm not going to play a scared game. I said I'm not afraid of going against James. I'm not afraid of going against Nate in the final, and this proved why I wasn't afraid. I lost for 30 seconds. I beat myself up for a while because I ran. I joined a league group for 2 minutes, and if I wouldn't have, I'm not saying the result would have been different, but
The standard is reset.
you did
Nate has finished the challenge. Great Lakes, Agents of Chaos.
You did it, Nate.
Lord, that was rough.
I'll give you a moment to catch your breath. If you're just joining us, the male
That was a tight race. No, you won by like 20 minutes. Right?
All right. Once again, if you are just joining us, all three members of the male gender team have completed the Challenge Great Lakes Season 2 final. In first place, we have Jameson, who was the first to solve all 6 of the stations. Let me flip this around. Run, crawl, right, toss, solve, sink. In second place, we had Jacob. In third, we had Nate. For the female gendered team, we have Jordan, who has 4 of the 6 cassettes. Asmara with 2. Ciara still working on her first. Jordan coming back, still working on the right portion for her 5th cassette tape. Has a pretty big lead on her competition.
If you give a general idea and Green can understand what you mean, it'll be okay.
But you managed to go. Which one,
Stay with Jordan for now, and we'll check in on our other female gendered contestants in just a moment. This game is not over. Please stick around until we have both of our champions crowned. Again, Jordan with a strong lead over Asmara and Ciara, but it's not over. All of these stations take a heavy, heavy toll. Now, if I could, I would love to grab Jacob and Nate real quick for the audience. You were both working not just neck and neck, but side by side in a lot of these challenges. Tell me about that, and then tell me what it felt like when you got to your last station and presumably had to work against each other for the first time.
It was good. It was good. We've been a little rivalry the whole fucking season, but we have the best banter. It made the season so fun. We just read each other for Phil. We knew we were coming after each other, and then when we got to this final, we were like, you know what? We should get the days together and try to win this thing together. And we were like, let's just run the same path. Make sure we at least make it through. You know, the getting axed off at the food plate challenge, and then we continued to work together. Help each other out through the puzzles. I honestly would not have cared if he won and I got second place. Like, I was truly happy either way. I literally could have done it without him the whole season. It would have been so boring without him here. So I appreciate you. Love you.
It was, yeah, we looked at each other when we found out only if we could move on. Nate said, "You want to run this again?" And he said, "Let's fucking do it." And then when we finished the eating together, I was like, let's just keep going.
Yeah, you're
because I
crushing
wanted us
it.
to beat Jameson. Jameson is a beast, and he just proved it by winning.
Yeah.
So I said, let's work together, let's get through this, we'll get to the last stage, and then whatever happens, happens. We were within a minute.
Yeah.
Like, we gave him, I said, the three boys. The thing is, everybody in the house was, I'm afraid of the big boys. The big boys of Jameson, the big boy of Nate. Nobody said I'm afraid of Jacob. But I proved fucking right, they should be afraid.
Yes, they should have.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to ask too, not an easy challenge. So despite the placement, tell me how it feels to just get to the end of this challenge.
It feels good. This was my goal. Obviously it would have been great to win, but I taken out my fucking ankle last year. I want to make it to the final, and like that is just like poetic justice for me. And I made it here. Third is not what I wanted, but it's what I wanted. And I feel like there could have been little changes that I made right to the final that could have taken me a little bit more time. But at the end of the day, I'm still happy I made it here. We'll come back for that crown either next season or some other time, but it's in my future.
It's not the challenge Great Lakes without Nate, right?
I'll try to be the Johnny Banana.
I'm really fucking proud of myself. This is my first LRT experience, and I just wanted to adapt quickly and make good bonds with people. And my goal was, I underestimated myself in the beginning, and I said my goal is just to be likable so people won't throw me in eliminations. And then when I knew I could take some people out and didn't care anymore, and I said I'm not playing a scared game. I'll do what I need to do. And if I go into eliminations, I'll beast mode them and win. And I'm proud of myself. I really went to this fun. I wanted to prove myself and I could do it. And I did. I kept up with the big boys. I'm really, really fucking proud of myself. And I hope everybody has so much fun of me, and I can't wait to see you all.
Now, just one more question.
Yeah.
Because I know you took a wrong turn. I know that tripped you up a little bit. I wanted to ask if there was anything else that really threw you guys off. Were you looking forward to endurance challenges? Were you looking forward to puzzles? Was there something that you were hoping for and just couldn't get?
Yeah.
That puzzle sucks.
Once you explained the rules, I got it really fast.
It took me a second. I was like, damn. I definitely didn't realize for a moment that there were more challenges. There were more stations back there. That took me a second, but otherwise, I was really sad about how long it took me to get balls in the basket. I didn't realize that we could take them out and go in the same basket, so that kind of tripped me up for quite a while. But yeah.
No, I beast moded it during the log carry, the first one. Beast moded it in the sand, fighting for the Titans. Beast moded it with the Jenga. Beast moded it with, what was number 4 that we did?
I know the puzzle, the Ken.
Found that, and then there's whatever the 5th one was in the first phase. Beast moded at 2. Then 8 the fuck down with those kickers, and I came here. The log toss super fast. They're turning around at me because I think if I wouldn't have done that, I actually would have beat James. Because I nailed the balls really fucking fast, 6 balls, and then we teamed together for that. Wouldn't have been able to do it without Nate, so he gets the credit there. The other station, what was the 5th station?
The ball,
the math equation, it got like that, and then that I got fairly quickly once I understood it. So I'm very proud of how I performed. I don't think I could have done any station better. I think I should have just not made a wrong turn, and then maybe I would be your champion.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Jacob. Get rehydrated.
I'm ready to drink.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you all.
All right. So you just heard from Nate and Jacob. We're gonna let them rejoin their group. We're gonna check in on our female gendered contestants. You know what? I'm gonna double check the score for you one more time before we start driving around again. Thank you all for sticking with us. we've still got a ways to go. All three of our female gendered contestants are still in it. We've got Jordan, who needs 2 more, has been working on this right challenge for quite some time. We've got Asmara with 2. And we've got Ciara still working on all of them. So
I'm in no rush to do it.
we're still in it. Please stick with us. We're gonna head over to the golf course and see if we can find some of our contestants. Sure, I think. All right, give us just one moment here. Who needs a charger block?
I do. Thank you, Dom.
You're welcome.
Boy, you are nothing if not handy, my friend. My goodness gracious. Thank you.
Of course. Do we know where our female gender contestants are?
I see Ciara over there at the Army Crawl with
Okay. Let's go. We'll go check in on Ciara.
Thank you.
Ciara has been giving it her all. Ciara was really tripped up by the eating challenge. Looks like she's making her way through the Army Crawl. I do not see any of our other female gender contestants. Looks like Nate might be coming over to offer some support to Ciara. Now this station, Nate, tell us about this station. I mean, the sun is really beating down now.
I hated this station. This was not a cute place to start, but I don't think it would be a cute place to end it. I can't even talk. That mic was already hitting me. Yeah, it sucks. It's just like hard to remember one side and then go back to the other and be like, oh wait, not what I just saw. But try to flip it and then just going back and forth. You're thinking about all the other stations you still have to do. It's so annoying, but it's part of the challenge.
Absolutely.
I definitely should have worn my knee pads. I think that would have helped. Yeah.
I'll look over here. Peter, how you doing over here? In the blazing heat for about 2 hours.
That's okay. I'm enjoying what I'm watching here. So
Nice.
very competitive and very
Let me ask,
hardworking here.
have either of the other female gender contestants made their way over here? Jordan did.
Yes.
Asmara has not attempted this one yet?
After Ciara, she would be the last one.
Okay, thank you.
And Jacob's knees were bleeding,
Ah, yes, right.
which was crazy.
They were bleeding when he came into this, right? No, they were bleeding when he left?
Yeah, like halfway through, caused this.
Gotcha.
Caused that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna leave Ciara to it for a bit. Check in on her again shortly. See if we can find our other female gendered contestants. Just a reminder for everyone to stay hydrated. Looks like I see Jordan heading back to the right station. Again, this is the one with the photos in the house. They need to memorize them. They can go back as many times as they want. They need to memorize them and then write a description of what the picture holds. So let's see if she's completed this one. She's working on her 5th cassette tape. It's like oops.
It was a medal. I can't tell you more than that. It's not one of our photos.
You got it, Jordan. You got it, Jordan.
Okay, Jordan heading back to the house again.
Okay.
All right, so we've got Jordan on right. We've got Ciara on crawl. And it looks like Asmara has done solve, run, and toss, which leaves crawl for Asmara, sink,
If you could convince me, girl.
and right. So, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would assume that Asmara is over by sink, which, if you recall, we were there earlier, myself and Alyssa. That was where we saw Nate basically shooting a ball into buckets. You have to land 6 of them, and it is very far back.
We have eyes on
I
Asmara.
have confirmation that Asmara is over by sink, which again is very, very, very far back. We're going to check in with Jordan over here. Again, still working on her 5th cassette, and she has earned it. She will be heading to her last station. We're going to keep our eyes on Jordan as she heads to the pie cross. This was Nate and Jacob's last station as well. Nate and Jacob had a very difficult time solving this puzzle.
You know you have 30 minutes? 30 minutes?
I'm upset about that again.
Okay. Let's talk about that later. I would love to hear about that.
Oh, I fucking love these. What does that mean, sir? 4 filled squares connected. Oh, beautiful.
This is your grid.
Where am I making this? Just in front
Any
of
place
us?
in the grass.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
We're going to stick with Jordan. It looks like she has done a pie cross puzzle or 2 in her time.
I'm going to call out after you call check. I'm going to say filled, filled, blank, filled, filled, so on and so forth. Yep.
I got my TV. I got that there. I got my TV right there. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. So you're done. Yes, you're done. Right here. This is my 3. The base of my 4. The base of my 3. I can't do one on that side. So there has to be 2 up there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 4, 1, 4, 4. Maybe a little bit of a grid. Sure. Kind of cool. Just a little bit to go off of.
Valid.
Okay, so then, so you're done, right? Because that's done, and then empty, and then that'll be empty, but that's my 2. And then you can go either way, and then my 2 has to build. Okay, hold on. Oh, so that's done. And then this was here. It's really nice being in my person here. Gross, I don't think I'd be able to get away with this. Okay, so then I need to do this, and then you have to be here, and you have to be here, and you have to be here. Okay, and we'll do those before. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I didn't already kick it. That's okay. This is here. And that's here.
Just an update. If you were joining us, Jordan is working on her final cassette tape. Asmara coming back with her fourth from a sync leg. Ciara still working on her first.
Oh, that's done. You're here, you're here. You have to be blank. You're done. This is done. This is done. This is done. That has to go that way. That has to go. These are my numbers. Oh, you're done. Okay. Oh, okay. That's there then. And then that's here. You've got one. You're all done. And then I think I just can't fix that one also.
Full, blank, blank, full, blank, blank, full, blank, 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 full, blank, blank.
Yes.
Full, blank, blank.
Yes.
Full, blank.
Yes.
That is correct.
Jordan coming back with her final cassette tape. We're going to stick with her as she runs to the finish line with her last cassette, and she becomes the winner for the female gendered group of the Challenge Great Lakes Season 2 Agents of Chaos.
Good job.
Let's go! Let's go!
Keep pushing, Mark.
Happy to be part of the winning alliance.
Which alliance?
This is literally all because my family and friends came to that elimination last night. You guys are the only reason I'm still here. Thank you. I love you all. Holy
Good fucking job.
All right, we're gonna do presentations before we get a little farther. So, to Jordan and Jameson, as the winners, you not only each get an obvious gold medal and a trophy, you also get. Paul, are you ready for what they get?
I'm
So
ready.
one of our former cast members.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm not ready for that.
That's what I need.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Okay. So you have won a prize that we'll discuss later. You've also won an old school Atari video game. You've won a karaoke machine, and what Paul is going to reveal
Later.
later.
When everybody's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's the best part.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations. You're the runner-up of the Challenge Agents of Chaos.
Me? Did you name that all?
We're gonna hoot and holler for them as well, all right?
Absolutely. Well done.
Your first was beautiful. The fucking sand, trying to find.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. You were there for a long
I know.
time.
I'm struggling over there.
You were still the first one
Yeah.
through to
Yeah. Oh my god.
How many times did you have to go into the house?
4 times because I looked at the wrong picture. There's 2 pictures in my room.
Someone put up a random picture in your room.
I think maybe it was like the owner had it up there. But I was like, there's 2 people on a tractor. I know it. I took it off the wall.
All right, so to just update you, we've had the 3 male gendered contestants complete. That was Jameson in first place, Jacob in second, Nate in third. We just had Jordan return with her 6th, becoming the winner for the female gendered group of season 2. Behind her is Asmara with 4, still working at it. She brought her 4th one in as Jordan brought in her final one. And Ciara, both Ciara and Asmara are still working on the crawl. Ciara has been there a long time, may time out of that. Again, each of these stations has a 30-minute time limit. Sure.
So we do have a winner, but we never at the Challenge Great Lakes pull anyone off the course. If they would like to stop, they're welcome to, but we never pull anyone off the course. They've earned this final. We will always let them run final. Thank you all for a great season. We'll continue to stream here until they finish. Keep in the chat. Keep supporting them. They deserve your love. Everyone here is fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right, let's catch up with our winners of this season.
It was a pleasure to meet you so much. And I got to that plate and I was like, you better take a video of me doing this so I could show Justin later. Oh my god.
Were you there for a minute?
I almost puked on the onion, yeah.
Wow.
I hate raw onions.
Both of the guys were faster than me at the food, like time-wise. Like
Where do you think you made up all your time running back here?
running.
Yeah, you
I-
were booking it the whole time.
I'm so happy there was something far away that gave me.
What order did you do everything back here?
Okay, so I did this first. I actually got this pretty quick, considering I've never seen that.
I love those puzzles. Yeah, as soon as I realized that was it, I was like, hell yeah, I do these all the time.
That I've never seen that before, but it was really fun. So I'm gonna fight on this.
He's ready for you.
So okay, so when I came out, the 2 of them were with the cool.
Okay.
Like I want to. So I did that one. And then I came and found
Mhm.
and then I did the
Oh,
logs.
so you did this one, and then we did the run, and then you did log.
Back out to the toss.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yes,
I went as far out as possible. I did run first, and then I did balls.
Did you do crawl while you were, or balls while you were at the?
No, you had to come back in between.
Oh yeah, what am I thinking?
Yeah, he came back in between. You're good.
Yeah.
You're right.
I did the run, and then I went back and did the toss, which I sucked at. I was struggling
So you did the 2
with that.
farthest first.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get all my running out first.
That's
Did
interesting.
those, and then I did the next furthest one, which was the long super easy.
We've got Ciara coming back with her first one. Still fighting for second place.
And my forearms hurt so bad.
Jameson and Jordan, kind of pull you guys over here and just do a quick interview for.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. And
Oh,
then
you're
I did this one. I didn't realize there was a station here. So then I went to go to that, and there were so many people, and I was like, "What's the next one? There's too many people." And then I came and did this. It had to be 1 million laps in the house, and then saw that, and I was the only one, so I tore up grass and like clovers, and I did it on the board. And
While
then
you were waiting?
Yeah, and then I built my thing. Not while I was waiting.
Oh,
There was no
just
one there.
to be quicker. Oh, that's a really fucking good idea.
Thanks.
All right, we've got Jordan and Jameson here, our 2 first place contestants. So both of you, just tell me how it feels to not only have completed this game, but to be the reigning champions now.
Actually amazing because last night we both battled for 4+ hours to get back into this house. I feel like we were on top of it yesterday at the beginning of the day, and then it was just like dominoes, one after the other going out. So to be back here at the end, like working with you, like we said from yesterday, 2 days ago, like
Yeah.
it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, we really came together, especially when we got put next to each other for the endurance challenge last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Talking to you really helped me get
Yeah,
through some of
same,
that.
same.
And then so we woke up this morning and we're like, you know what? If we can both make it to the end, we're gonna help each other.
Yeah.
So we had some teamwork. We worked at the very first puzzle together, like recounting the history of all the limbs and everything. Ran around, gave tips,
a lot of running.
gave tips as often as we could.
Yeah.
Because we wanted battle back champions. That's how we freaking did.
And Jay's for the win.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, literally every time we passed, we were like, hey, this is this, or hey, that's that.
I actually completely did not hear what room you told me, so I was like, whatever, I'll figure it out later.
I was thinking we were gonna have to match like the number to the what game it was. So I was like, Jameson, me, Ryan, and then I got Jacobs and I got dates, but I didn't see you again after that.
What can you tell me about your live reality game journeys? Jameson, I know you've played some before. We have some history with Survivor Buffalo. I want to know, Jordan, about your history. Is this your first game? Have you played before? Is this
This is my first game ever. I literally didn't even know this was a thing probably like 12 months ago. Actually, when this was filming last year was when I did this. It was amazing. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. I kind of felt clueless a lot of the time, but I think I was just in the right place at the right time more times than not. So,
Jameson?
I played 3 Survivor LRGs before. One with Rhea, who reached out and invited me to come play the challenge Great Lakes. And this is about a year ago, and I said, I've never seen the challenge, but you know what? Sure, I'll do it, and I'll watch a season of the challenge, in the next year. Well, that didn't happen. So I watched a couple episodes the last week, showed up on day 1, didn't really understand how the game worked. So my expectations were very low, and I'm just over the moon to have gotten my first LRG win. It feels incredible.
oh yeah.
What can people expect from you in the future? I know, Jameson, you're going to be abroad, right? Are you going to be working on these LRGs still? And then Jordan, do you feel the need to jump back into them, or are you going to take a little break?
I do try to spend half the year abroad, like 3 months in Brazil, a year back and forth. But I really enjoy spending the summer in the United States. So I would love to make LRGs a continued part of my summers here. If Survivor Great Lakes wants me back for season 3, I would love to be here.
Yeah, same. I feel like I can't go out now. I gotta come back and fight for my title again. So
Yeah,
I'll
if
be
you
back
get it in one,
Yeah.
it's easy. Keep going.
Yeah, I gotta prove it then.
All right. Thank you both, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right, a quick update. We've got Ciara coming back with another cassette tape. She is 2 now, catching up. She has come back with Salt and Crawl. Asmara still working on a few. She's got Run, Sink, Toss, Salt. I believe she's on Crawl currently. Crawl has been tripping up a lot of people. I do want to catch up with Owen if we can. If I could steal you away for just a moment. All right.
So I came into this game really trying to prove to myself that I could do something like this. This is like a format that I was always really scared of because I am definitely more of a social player than I'm a physical player. And I was always really concerned about going into it. But coming into this game and playing for 4 days, getting to this final day, and then getting to the final, I was so amazed at how well I'd actually done. And I was so incredibly proud of myself. I gave myself the impression of like, no, do you know what? You can do this. You can get to the end. Obviously, Nate, Jacob, and James are stiff competition. I knew it was going to be stiff competition going into it, and I absolutely knew I was the underdog going into it. But I wanted to give myself a shot, and I really, really felt like I was doing well. I completed all the stations fast. I was the first one to get 2 balls back. I had some notes along the way, which if people are looking for season 3 and 4, should probably invest in some notes. But unfortunately, due to these notes and due to some miscommunication with my brain and my hand, I didn't get the correct things down, and it cost me the challenge. I was really, really bummed about it because obviously I'd put so much effort into it and put so much time to give myself the best opportunity to get to this place into the final, and hearing that someone was going to be eliminated before running the entire thing sucks because you come here to compete. You come here to do every single thing regardless of where you finish, and not to be able to do that sucks. But I'm still so unbelievably proud of myself for where I got, and I'm coming out with a head held high, and I will be definitely having a few more of these to celebrate.
All right, we've got an update for you. Asmara has brought back her 5th tape. She brought back Crawl. She is now working on her final one. This was the final tape for all of our male gender contestants as well. Ciara also brought back another tape in Meantime, she has solve, crawl, and now toss. Let's have a look at these medals. These will be awarded to the second and third place for the female gendered groups. I see Asmara running back, so let's catch up with her and see if she is finishing this challenge. She's booking it, so I think she has the confidence that she's going to be completing this. Looks like Asmara is our first contestant that had the strategy of writing down what each picture contained.
I was like about to like press her, but you're like, no, tell him. I was like, ah, fuck it. I think you got 5 seconds. Go, tell him.
I got that. That makes sense. That's me and Paul. I got you. Correct.
Okay, works for me.
I was scared of both of y'all.
We'll be able to check the stream and look at what time we said go.
I was very scared of you.
Kibble doesn't have it.
Gibble doesn't have it. Gibble doesn't have it.
We'll see.
Said he's gonna put you in, and I did not try to change his mind at all. I was like, yeah, that's good.
Asmara has completed the challenge Great Lakes Agents of Chaos.
Now we're talking.
2 chocolate finalists.
I made you work. And season went happy.
Here's my
Yeah.
No, you must have. You must have.
Happy.
I literally chugged one as soon as I got done.
It's the withdrawals.
Oh, we love you.
It was alarming. Throwing up and crickets coming out.
Asmara, I'm going to give you a moment to catch your breath, get rehydrated if you'd like, and then I'm going to pull you aside for a quick interview, okay? Thank you. Congratulations.
Go.
So proud of you.
That army crawl was brutal. Congratulations.
Yours.
Oh my God.
Come on. All right, you successfully completed the biggest challenge in the Challenge Great Lakes history.
Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
That was so tough. And y'all asked for more and they gave it to us. That was a total of like 12 different things we had to do. Man, that was really tough. A shout out to my teammates for not being dicks and helping when they could. This is a really good cast and crew, and I'm just really happy to be a part of it and finishing it. I knew I wasn't gonna quit, but fuck, that shit was hard. I'm gonna sleep really good tonight.
I also noticed that, like Jameson, you weren't wearing shoes at the end. Was that on
Yeah,
purpose?
wasn't intentional. I went into the house to look at the pictures and the letters that were in the room. I wasn't gonna waste time putting my shoes back on. And these these socks got wet anyway. So I was just like, fuck it. Gotta do what you gotta do. I wanted to do my best, but my expectations I wasn't very confident. I know I'm a good competitor, but I wasn't expecting much of physical one-on-ones with contestants, so
anticipating a lot of puzzles and endurance and speed. And this being my first time in any LRG and for the challenge, Great Lakes, I was expecting to kind of get ganged up on. You know, there's returning people who do LRGs in other communities who come to this, and I was expecting them to kind of just use fresh meat as the bait and get us all out, but I was somehow able to kind of weasel my way through. And yeah, I wasn't really, I don't know, once we got through the halfway point, I was kind of like, okay, maybe I can make it to the final, but I wasn't really expecting it until like earlier today. So I'm just really proud that I made it my first time. Like, that's so cutesy, that's so crazy. Me and my brother were talking about how he was like, you have to go to the final, like you have to make it, you have to win. And second place is winning to me, so I didn't embarrass our family name. So we're good.
We're gonna let Ciara get to the finish line. The medal that Ciara has earned in this challenge. We'll catch up with you in just a moment. Okay. Hearing some thoughts from Ciara. So
I'm proud of myself. It was so hard. I'm not a runner. We all know this. I didn't think I was gonna, be able to finish it, but I did. I got 4 out of 6, so it's pretty darn good considering my knees are all bruised up from the crawling. But yeah, I think I'm pretty proud of myself. I of course wanted to compete. I of course thought I could make it to the end. I did not think I could win the final because of the running situation. I think I would have had a better chance had Lachey come instead of Jordan. But them's the breaks. That's how it goes in the challenge. You never know what's gonna happen. And it was really fun. I'm just fast. It's been a long day. 2 eliminations. The running challenge earlier and then the longest final so far. Yeah, it's a long day.
all right.
Where do you go sit down?
Yeah, I was gonna say, any last words? I don't want to hold you too much.
I love you. I love you. I love you. Can't wait to see you guys.
Thank you for competing. Congratulations.
All right.
All right.
We are now ready. All right, so there is a season 1 contestant who, Shauna, who has graciously donated a cash prize for each of you. Each of you will be receiving $250 courtesy of Shauna. But we were required to make it rain to do it. We don't have all the money. That's a Venmo thing, but
Here we go.
Paul's gonna make it rain.
Let's go!
Congratulations on winning season 2 Agents of Chaos. You both are fantastic. Battle Back winners of the season.
Thank you, Shauna.
Yeah, there
Yes.
it is. Yep. Second semifinal, fantastic. That is all for us
Okay.
for season 2. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Get ready for season 3. Season 2 is crazy Agents of Chaos. You have no idea what's next. Have a great year.
Love you guys.
See you in June.
Bye.